Well, hello Virgo. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. We're going to go ahead and get into your love reading. Now, what I'm going to do is go ahead and pull a card, and we won't see this card until after I'm done with the reading. That's how this is going to go. This is going to be your mystery card out of this deck. Let's go ahead and split the deck, and let's pull a card. All right, now that's the card we're going to pull later. We're going to see what that means for you. But let's go ahead. Let's get into your reading. This is for Virgo, love, Virgo, love reading. Let's see. All right, well, you definitely have a very supportive, loving friend here. Okay, now this is love, which means you guys are going to be friends. And you guys could be very much so soulmates. You could have come across this person already. For the majority of you, it looks like you may have already met this person, or you will meet someone. This person could be a doctor. They may work in a health field. You can work in a health field. This person may really love pets. They may have a really beautiful dog that you like. Okay. But I love the fact that it says that this person is going to be a faithful companion. You guys have a faithful companion in your reading. Someone who's dependable, okay? I feel like both the energies are going to be, as far as the helpful energy, it's going to be on both sides. So you're going to be very supportive. They're going to be very supportive. That's something that I'm saying. I also feel like there is someone in your reading that could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Someone could also have Leo in their chart, okay? Just based off of what I'm saying. Now, you have another card that fell out here. Look at this. This is crazy. It says there's going to be peace and harmony in this relationship, in this connection. And it makes sense because, especially if you're dealing with someone who's very supportive, it makes so much sense, right? It says there's peace here. There's harmonious energy. There's effective communication. Now, this is really good, talking about effective communication, because possibly before, maybe someone wasn't as open, or maybe, it was hard for someone to communicate the way they need to. Or maybe you were in relationships where, the communication was lacking. The other person didn't want to, open up and communicate their feelings. And it could have been intentional, I'm just saying. But this is a totally different kind of feeling. This person is very playful. I do feel this playful energy, this childlike energy, feeling very free with your person, having a lot of fun. You guys make a lot of jokes, crack a lot of jokes. There's a lot of humor here with this person. And it says that this could be the type of collaboration that could actually go to long term. You have this feeling of happiness and joy when they're around. Now we're going to pull one more. We're going to pull one more, and then we're going to get into the tarot. This is for Virgo. Thank you. Now, a few of them fell. Now you did have, this is crazy, you had these two that came out, okay? So here it is again with this one that talks about soulmate, a deep connection, but then this one came out. So we got to try to figure out why this is here. So I'm gonna put a little spice instead of putting the swans, which we will be using. We got to find out what is this thing that needs to be removed. What needs to be removed? Is it a certain type of behavior? Are some of you guys coming across this type of person? Right? So like I said before, some of you may have already met this person, and for others, this is someone that you will be coming across. But is there someone that needs to leave your life first? Right? Someone who, avoids responsibility, okay, or accountability in the relationship. And I like the fact that here, it's not really about removing unwanted, like a person, but this could be like a makeover of the relationship, a total overhaul. So let's say if you're married, if you're in a committed relationship and you're married, there's so many things that has to change in order for this to work. So that's what it means about total makeover, restoring harmony, right? It only makes sense. We have to look at this card for what it really is, because the other cards talk about peace. You can tell with this card that there had been some type of war, right? That means that things that have happened in this connection are going to be removed, okay? Deleted, all right? There's going to be a clean slate, okay, with you and your person. And it is true. For some of you, you may just have to get rid of people who are just, they're intolerable. They don't want to be cooperative. But this looks good. And then it is coming out here again with swans. Hold on. Give me a second. I hate when it happens. Come on. Come on, camera. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? A soulmate, a deep soul connection. And it says a blooming love. So for a lot of you, it's starting to bloom. Or it will be a very deep connection between you and somebody, okay? It's like you guys are a pair, you know? Some of you guys may actually start looking alike, dressing alike, you know? The type of foods that you like to eat, you both may like the same kind of food, okay? I do feel that there's about to be a strong love connection. And this is something that I've been seeing for a long time. So this is not, you know, anything new for a lot of you. Very, very good, Virgo. I'm going to put that there. Now, we're going to go ahead and get into the reading. All right. And this person is very observant of you. It's something about this person where they're very observant of you. Not necessarily the way you dress. It's about the way that you move. They have this curious energy about you. This person is very smart, very clever. I also feel like there's a spiritual element here. You know, I know soulmates, we talk about that, but there's something spiritual that I feel that's coming off of you and this person. And I feel like it's a spiritual connection, but also someone is very spiritual in this reading. Let's go ahead. This is for Virgo. And I'm going to tell you how it popped over. That's how it popped over. 3 of Cups in the upright. Hello. So you got the 3 of Cups in the upright. You also had this card, which is interesting. I don't do reversals, but you had this card in reverse. And this is what it says, that there could be someone that you are dealing with that may have been... Oh, see, this is the reason why that unwanted stuff is here. Something has to be removed. Again, this is a behavior, or for some of you, just a few of you, it is someone that you're walking away from. Like you're running away from this person, okay? But it talks about the energy of arrogance. Like someone was very arrogant and uncompromising. And I feel like the reason why we're looking at the reading, talking about that total makeover, that someone is changing their behavior towards you. And your relationship, you and this person, you two together are trying to make something work, okay? And it's an attempt. It's an attempt to try to make something work, okay? And it's restoring harmony and a connection. But why? Because when you look at that Knight of Swords in reverse, I don't like that. Okay, it's very reckless, it's very aggressive. The person could have a tendency to feel like to be pushy, or you being accused. You could be accused of being a bully. You could be accused of being aggressive and very forceful, right? But that's the energy that must change. You see, that's the reason why the removed unwanted things is there, because it's that unwanted behavior that has to be removed from the reading. And that's what I see, okay? Because this is a lot of harmonious energy here. And in order for you to obtain it, the person has to change, or they have to change. Meaning they won't be the person that I'm reading for. It'll be someone completely different, okay? And a lot of you are already kind of separated from this person, because I see that some of you, you know, even if maybe not, okay? Some of you could be separated physically or separated emotionally, because what I'm seeing is that there's emotions in this reading where you're remembering the good old times and stuff like that when things were good. And so there's a complete difference, like a stark contrast in this reading when it comes down to your love life. Okay, let's get it. This is for Virgo. Let's see. Someone is very arrogant, though. You had the Fool card in the reverse. There is someone very careless. Oh, there's someone here very careless. Um, I don't see anything new. Not right now. Okay. Because remember, it said that there's about to be it's going to be unwanted stuff being removed, a behavior or a situation, right? And here with the Fool card in reverse, someone is like, I don't want to start anything new. Like someone refuses to leave the relationship. Someone refuses to step out on faith and move in a different direction. I don't see that. Remember, I read upright all the time, right? And I'm still reading upright. And what it's showing me is that someone isn't ready to take a leap of faith and move in a different direction. This new beginning, however, could be the new beginning of the relationship that you're in and starting this whole thing of restoring harmony. Okay? If it doesn't change, then, there could be just a complete departure or complete ending of the relationship if things does not change in this connection. But there's still hope here. There's definitely still hope in this reading because, like I said before, through a lot of effective communication and communicating with this person and talking, not being emotional, you're going to be able to resolve a lot of things with this individual. That's what I'm saying. This looks amazing, actually. Let's see. This is for Virgo. Because somebody is extremely devoted, This actually, I don't know if this fell upright or reverse. It doesn't matter. You actually have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck too. Hello. It doesn't matter if this is upright or reverse, but just for fun's sakes, right? Let's look at it in reverse. Here we're looking at looking at the broom, right? And with this, it's like someone who doesn't think outside the box, someone who believes that the relationship is over when it's like, okay, this is small thinking. Let's just think outside the box. What can we do to save our relationship? What can we do to save our connection? And then for a lot of you, that's where you are, right? But your other person is like, we can't ever fix this. This will never be fixed, right? Because that's the small thinking. And again, it's the fear of the unknown. So for a lot of you, even if it's not just you, it's also your person is afraid of actually ending something for good. Even though it's been horrible, you and your person have been just at it. You don't talk to each other. There may be like ignoring energies here, but I don't see anyone making a move. And this is why I said you can tell that there's going to be some kind of some type of compromise. Okay, you could totally see it. The Two of Wands always talks about partnership, and someone has to change their behavior. That's just what it is. A lot of you this is your husband, this is your wife, this is the parent or the mother of your children, the father of your children, and you've been together for a very long time. You've actually established things with this person, and to just jump up and leave is just not something that seems feasible at the moment. So you're kind of standing off, like, what should I do? And that is going to be a question for a while for a lot of you, trying to figure out how you should proceed when it comes down to your relationship. You're going to have to make a big decision in the future pertaining to the love of your life or someone who you really, really had love for. That is what I'm saying here. Now, this came out. We're going to go ahead and do this one. To me, it's basically saying now is not really the time to make huge decisions because things are too uncertain. There's too many things that are unclear. Okay. Yeah, I do feel like there's too many things unclear here. I do see so much romance. Oh my God. For those who are single, this is just going to be amazing. I see a lot of romance here. I see sensuality, and I see recognition for who you are. Like they see underneath the surface of who you are as a person, and they tell you that they see it. They tell you certain things that you may have been not necessarily hiding, but the things that you haven't expressed, they were able to pick up on, and they're able to tell you This is what I like about you, Virgo. This is what I like about you. When you're like so impressed, right? Okay. I also feel that for some of you, you guys are going to get invited to something, or there's going to be a date, of course. Yes, a lot of little dates that's going to happen. This will be really good for those who are married to start taking the initiative and go on dates if you can. Because right now I see that there is a solution where someone is trying to find a solution to a problem within a connection. Let's go ahead. Let's get a card for Virgo. Right, yeah, we can look at this. Well, we got the Queen of Cups that fell like that, but it also fell like this. And then we have the Knight of Cups. So let's just talk about it. You guys have a love of your life here, truly, because, you know, the Queen of Cups is very heart-centered. She has a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings, and this is going to be deep feelings for someone. And for a lot of you, like I said before, this is deep feelings, but it's agitation. This is annoyance. This is moodiness because things are not flowing right, you know? And the Queen of Cups is very supportive. And we talked about that earlier in the read about someone coming in, being very supportive of you. I love it, right? But on the reverse side, some of you, whether you are dating or in a marriage, there's this sense of insecurity. Now, that is the crazy part about it. And it's almost like you are afraid of something changing in the future. You are afraid of something that you may find out. You are afraid of something not working out. You see what I'm saying? That's where the insecurity is basically coming from, okay? You may be overly sensitive. Your person may be overly sensitive. It just depends on the situation or the nature of the relationship. But like I said before, you have to work on it. You got to be very mindful, okay? And peace and harmony is coming. But I see deep love here, y'all. I see it. I see it. And be careful of, you know, the relationship not working and one person is feeling like there's a victim mentality. And both, I feel like both, especially if you've been having a rough connection in your relationship, both parties are at fault. Okay, I'm not saying that if someone is cheating that you're at fault if they're cheating for you to be emotional, but I feel like it's one of those things where, like, if you know you're not going to leave, you're going to have to come to the terms and figuring out how this could work. Okay, and there's so much more I can say about that. I can't just go into details on it here, but when I say that both are playing a part, if you are staying with someone who you feel like is cheating, then you're playing your part in enabling it to a certain degree. It's like, you know, either stay and don't complain or take your leave, or if it could be just a separation, right? You refuse to participate in that behavior, and it's easier said than done, but that's what I mean. Especially if you feel like your person doesn't love you, it is creating an emotional havoc here, and so you are going to have to take initiative to do something. But I am totally seeing something extremely amazing here when it comes down to a love connection. That is what I'm seeing. I want to make sure you guys can see that. Oh yeah, there's going to be something amazing happening here. And this came on at the bottom of the deck too. This talks about love offers and romance and charming energy and using your imagination in your love life. Ooh, yes. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and get this card. I've talked enough. Here, snake charmer. Ooh, it says natural charm, seduction, sweet talker, right? So the thing is that this could be good either way, okay? Now, there are going to be people who you're going to come across, you know, who's going to have ill intent, or, you know, and sometimes snake charmer could be just someone who's naturally charming. That's the reason why we see the Knight of Cups. It doesn't always have to be bad. I do see a lot of seduction, or someone being seduced sexually, or someone trying to, you know, maybe someone, you know, whether you're being seduced or it's you being seduced, because it's your reading. You're being seduced. So just be careful of other people trying to seduce you, right? To pull you out of your connection. Just be careful about that, okay? Because it is a sexual energy here as well, especially if you are in a long term. Be careful about being seduced by other people outside of your connection. Because, you know, there's some deception here, or someone slithering in to come in between you and your person. Snake charmer is like someone who may want you really badly, but they're slithering their way into your life, and they can actually end up destroying a connection that you're already in. So just be careful about that, okay? But this is what I have for you guys. Thank you so much, Virgo, for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. If you're interested in a reading, all of that information is down below in the description box, okay? All right, guys, I'll see you back here a little bit later. Bye.